Hello children, we will now revise the yesterday's story, the Throne of Justice. What's a throne, children? Yes, it's a seat or a place where the king or a ruler sits. And justice means being morally correct. Yesterday we read just a half story. So shall we begin? This is a story of King Vikramaditya, who was a just king. He was a ruler of Ujjain. Look here children, where is Ujjain? Ujjain is a place in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Ujjain is an ancient city beside the Shipra river. It is the fifth largest city in Madhya Pradesh by population and famous for many temples. Have you all heard of Kumbh Mela? Yes, it is held in Ujjain. After every 12 years, Kumbh Mela is also held in Nasik. Ujjain is a land of many temples, so people go to pray and worship God. Ujjain is a city of historic importance too. Now listen to the story carefully, children. Long ago, King Vikramaditya ruled in the city of Ujjain. Currently, the city is not the same where his palace was. Now the city lies in ruins and is covered by grass. Ruins means the buildings or the constructions are destroyed long ago. Now it is said that King Vikramaditya was a prosperous, strong, brave and a wise king. Prosperous means he was very rich and successful. Wise means he was a knowledgeable king. He loved his people and his kingdom. Vikramaditya took great trouble to help people solve their problems. He always gave a fair judgment. And even if he had to punish someone, the punishments were never inhuman. Inhuman means they were not severe or cruel. So the story begins in a village. The village had an open space, and in it there was a row of stones arranged in a certain way. Can you see this? This is called as an open space, where there are no houses or there are no shops. And in this open space, there was a row of stones. At one end, there was a mound, which looked like a throne. Mound means a pile of stones or stones placed one over the other is called mound. You can use it in a sentence. For an example, there is a mound of books on the desk, or you find a mound of sand in the deserts. The mound looked like a throne. It looked like a king's chair or seat. It was surrounded by smaller stones. Now you all know, people in villages have cattle like cow, sheep, goat. So every day they take their cattle for grazing. Grazing means eating grass. Look at this picture. The cows are grazing and the children are sitting and playing. Some of the children, like of your age, from the village, brought their cows to graze on the grass. Suddenly, they saw this mound. One of them said, "Look, it looks like a king's seat." Quickly, another boy said, "Come, let's play at having trials." Trials means in a court, people decide whether someone has done something wrong or not. So soon one of them said, "I'll sit on the mound and be the judge, and I will solve your problems." The children liked the idea and they made up a problem and told the problem to the judge. The other boys laughed and shouted during the game, but the boy who was sitting on the mount was solemn and stern. Solemn means he looked very serious and strict. Stern means strict. He took the game seriously and listened to the problem attentively. Means listened carefully. The solution or the judgment he gave was very fair, very correct. The boys were very excited. They went back home in the evening and told their parents what had happened. At first, the parents were amused. Amused means they found out to be very funny and entertaining. But every day they took their cows for grazing and played the same game. Every day the boy used to give a correct judgment. All were surprised to hear this because it was beyond his years. Means the boy was very young to make such judgments. He suggested solutions like elders. Everybody was surprised because the boy was an ordinary boy like the other cowherds. Cowherd means a person who grazes cattle. The boy laughed and played like the other boys. But only when he used to sit on the mount, he became wise and thoughtful. Soon, the news about the boy spread in the village. The king heard about the boy. He thought if the throne was of the famous king Vikramaditya buried under the mount. He wondered if a cowherd can make wise decisions, then it would help him to be a better king. Soon, he ordered his men to dig up the ground. They found a magnificent means very beautiful and grand black marble throne. It had 24 carvings in the shape of the mythical bird, the Garuda. Look at this picture. This is a Garuda. Garuda means which bird, children? Means an eagle. It had 24 carvings of an eagle. That throne was really of Vikramaditya. Now children, today we will continue with the next part of the story. The throne was lifted by the king's men and was taken carefully to the audience room. Audience means, children, audience are the people who are watching or listening to you. Like how we have an evening of entertainment. You all perform on the stage and your parents watch you and listen to you. So the parents are the audience. Understood? Another example is when we watch the cricket match. The people sitting at the stadium are the audience or the spectators. So the throne was taken to the audience room. It was cleaned and polished. The throne was buried underground, so it was dusty. So the king's men cleaned it and polished it so it could shine. How you polish your shoes while coming to school? Yes, the same way the throne was polished. A day was chosen by the king to sit on Vikramaditya's throne, and he would try to solve people's conflicts. Conflicts means problems or fights. People gathered in the place on the chosen day. The king stood before the throne and prayed. Just as he was about to sit on the throne, one of the Garudas moved its wings and he spoke in a very clear and loud voice. He said to the king, "Wait, Before you sit on the throne, ask yourself if you deserve this honor. Only the pure of heart can sit on this throne. The Garuda did not let him sit on the throne. If he was pure of heart, then only he could sit. Pure of heart means those who have not hurt anyone or done anything wrong. Then the Garuda asked him another question. Have you ever been unjust and cruel? Unjust means not behaving according to what is morally right, and cruel means causing pain to others. The king stopped. He did not sit on the throne, and there was silence in the court. The king said slowly, I know I don't deserve to sit on this throne. Why did he say so, children? Yes, because the king realized that he wasn't just and he was cruel at times. He thought he shall pray and fast for 3 days, and then he will try to sit on the throne. So he prayed and fasted. Fast. What do you mean by fast, children? At home you must have heard the word upvas. Mummy or daddy must have said, today is my upvas. Means not eating the whole day and praying to God. In English, we call it fast. After 3 days of prayer and fasting, the king thought, now I had paid for my past wrongs. Means I had done enough good to wipe away all the wrongs. And now he was ready to sit on Vikramaditya's throne. Once again, as he was about to sit on the throne, another Garuda moved his wings and said the same thing. The king was sad again. He knew he was still not ready. Again he decided to fast and pray for 3 more days. 3 days later, the same thing happened. And it happened for 23 times. How many Garudas were to the throne, children? Do you remember? Yes, there were 24 Garudas. And how many times he was not allowed to sit? Yes, 23 times. So at last, there was only one Garuda left. The people around the king looked worried and sad. Why were they sad and worried, children? Yes, because the king was not able to sit on the throne. The king himself was anxious. Anxious means he was worried and did not know what and why it is happening. As the king stood in front of the throne, the 24th Garuda fluttered its wings and spoke. What did he speak, children? Come on, who will tell me? No, the Garuda did not ask him about his heart being pure. The Garuda asked the king, did you understand why the young cowherd was allowed to sit on the throne of Vikramaditya? Only he received the wisdom of the ancient king because he had never been unjust or cruel. And as the Garuda spoke, there was a rustling sound. Have you heard the sound of the wind? The sound made by the leaves? It's a rustling sound. How you can use it in the sentence, children? Like, I could hear rustling in the bushes. I heard someone rustling the papers in my office. The wind set the trees rustling. So there was a loud rustling sound. Suddenly, the large black marble throne rose in the air and flew out with the Garudas holding it. Look at the picture. Can you see? The throne is in the air. Everybody was amazed to see it. Amazed means they were surprised to see. Now the king went to the space where the throne of Vikramaditya was kept for a few days. He said to the crowd, he said to the people that he wasn't worthy to sit on the throne of Vikramaditya. Not worthy means he wasn't capable or deserved to sit on the throne. He said that he had learnt a lesson which has changed his life. He learnt that just sitting on the throne doesn't make you wise and a good ruler. A person should be wise and just all the time, whether he's sitting on the throne or not. Saying this, the king went away slowly. Once again, the judgment of Vikramaditya has been a wise one. So what did you learn from the story, children? Yes, you have to always be morally correct. For our selfish wants, we should not hurt anybody. We should be kind and loving towards the people around us. So children, we end our lesson here. For the homework, you will read the story and make a list of all the adjectives. I will check your homework on Monday during the Zoom meeting. You will also do the exercises on page number 62, question A and question B only. Bye children. Have a lovely weekend.